Get up, no. Oh, this is too weird.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yes, it's me, Matt Idle, and I've got with me Andy Social. Andy, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling?
Who are you? Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I'm Matt Idle.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What's wrong with you? Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm not feeling too well today. I'm not feeling myself.
Are you sure you're Andy? Because I remember last time
I'm not
said
Andy.
You're not Andy.
Oh, I'm Andy. Of course I'm Andy. Who else would I be?
What's going on here?
I don't know. Geez, I'll tell you, Matt, I woke up this morning and
Have you been drinking that green beer again?
I don't know. I don't remember. I woke up this morning, I looked in the mirror, and instead of seeing double like I usually do,
Yeah?
I saw about 24 of me.
No.
But none of them looked the same.
20?
It was
Oh, my
weird.
God.
Oh, I'll tell
You're
you.
suffering from split personality.
Ah! No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, no. Ah,
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're going to have an exciting show here.
No, we're not. Yes, we are. No. Andy, shut up. Bandy, no.
Let's go. Let's get on with the show. Before this gets totally out
Deep in the darkest jungles of Hollywood reruns, there's an ancient mating ritual that still survives today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Dated Game with your host, Harry Groin.
Welcome to the show. Our three bachelors are three-time losers and are going to try to make it 4 in a row. Bachelor number 1 is Smilin' Sam. Smilin' Sam is a pizza maker who hasn't shaved in 2 years since his second girlfriend gave birth to their third illegitimate child. It's very hard to say. Bachelor number 2 is Weird Harold Puss Puss. Weird Harold is the first man to be circumcised by a teaspoon. And bachelor number 3 is Slim Pickup, the only man to invade the private parts of Martha Nicholson, a 68-year-old bag lady from the Byward Market. And now let's bring on Martha Bookwork. Come in here, Martha.
Hello, Harry.
How are you?
Oh, just fine.
That's good. Would you like to meet the three bachelors?
Yes, okay. Hello, bachelor number 1.
Howdy, ma'am. Would you like a slice of my pizza?
Hello, bachelor number 2.
Hiya, sweetheart. Boy, I saw you on the monitor, and you're one real swell-looking dish. You got any boils?
Hello, bachelor number 3.
Hi. I've never been on a date with a girl before.
Well, Martha, we're going to go to commercial now, and we'll be right back with your choice.
Hello there, my name is Mary Beth Ellaloo, and I'm here to tell you all about Grease Go Shortening. Grease Go Shortening makes all your fine recipes and pastries taste so light and fluffy and flaky.
Flaky,
Oh,
flaky,
try
flaky.
this, honey, you like that. And it's so fine for frying victuals, too. Makes a bird taste so fine. Try this, honey, you like it. There you go, that's it.
I love it.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Grease Go Shortening will do your man proud every time. Here, try this, honey. Isn't that good?
Greaseco, a product of Bland Brand International.
Welcome back. And Martha, you have some questions for these gentlemen?
Yes, I do, Harry. Shall we proceed?
Go ahead.
Okay. Bachelor number 1. On a balmy day, I like to curl up with a good book, such as Charles Dickens or Edgar Allan Poe. What kind of book would you curl up with?
Well, ma'am, I'm an aficionado of cookbooks, especially the pizza section, you understand? I think pizzas are supreme gourmet delight.
Thank you, Bachelor number 1. Bachelor number 2, when considering romance, I believe that a nice dinner should precede the evening. What would you consider as a romantic food to set the mood by?
Oh, baby, you know, I got so many dishes in my cookbook, you wouldn't believe it, but I'll tell you, my favorite romantic dish is a nice quiet candlelight dinner, and we can have some head cheese on it, maybe on
Thank you, Bachelor number 2.
Okay.
Bachelor number 3, seeing that I am a bit of an old-fashioned girl, I like the gentleman to make the advancing moves. How would you advance me when the mood was right?
Oh, well, we could go in and I could hold your head in the bathtub and see how long you could stay underwater.
Thank you, Bachelor number 3. Maybe one more question, Bachelor number 3. To me, the act of sex is a mere biological function that all humans require. What does sex mean to you?
Well, just a minute now. It's right after 5, 6.
Oh, not quite. Bachelor number 2, I like to collect things like teacups and little ornaments of whales. What kind of things do you collect, if you do, that we could compare?
Well, I'll tell you, baby, I got this snapshot collection of my favorite pimples. I got pimples on my knees, pimples on my cheeks, pimples
Thank you,
on...
Bachelor number 2. Maybe just one more quick question. I still believe that gallantry is still chivalrous. What sort of gallantry would you use to impress me by?
Well, for instance, if you had a great big boil right on the end of your nose while we were eating our head cheese, I
Thank you,
wouldn't even say
Bachelor number
anything.
2, thank you. Bachelor number 1, one
Yes,
final question. Though I'm not a cocktail drinker myself, I do like a little wine with dinner when I'm dining with a gentleman. What kinds of wine would you think best to suit them, set the mood by, shall we say?
Well, ma'am, it depends on the color of the pizza you're eating. Like, if you got a pizza with primarily red things like pepperoni, why, I'd recommend a nice, dry, chilled Chablis, you know, with white wine.
Thank you, Bachelor number
That's
1.
all the time we have. We're going to be back in 1 minute after this message.
You know, I never had a friend before. I was lonely. I was not a fun guy. But that all changed when I met Elfie. Now I know I'll never be alone, because Elfie's more than a dead baby alligator to me. He's my buddy. And he protects me, too. Somebody goes to push me around, well, I just unleash Elfie, and he just beats them off. Speaking of which, Elfie's very popular with the ladies, too. I always take them on a date. The girls can hardly wait for me to whip out my Elfie. So why don't you get an Elfie for yourself? He's waterproof and doesn't eat much. Look for Elfie wherever you buy dead baby alligators. Isn't that right, Elf?
Alfie, coming soon to a dead pet shop near you.
So, Martha, have you made your decision?
Oh, yes, I have.
And who is it, Martha?
Oh, it was such a tough decision. They all seemed like such pleasant and intellectual
Yes.
men. It was tough. But I have to go for that charming... was it Boyle Sucker? Yes, Bachelor number 2.
Weird Harold.
That's the one, yes.
And you omitted 2 of them, of course. Bachelor number 1 was Smiling Sam. Smiling Sam, will you come out here, please? The pizza maker from Mechanicsville.
Hiya, Martha. You want a slice of my pizza? Ooh, tell me stuff.
Hi, Harry.
You can leave this way, or...
Don't like a prize or anything?
I'll give you a prize later. Bachelor number 3, Slim Pickup, the cat killer. Come out here, please. Mr. Slim Pickup. Say hello to Martha.
I really want to go on the date with you, Martha.
Well, it was nice of you to come on here, and even nicer for you to leave. Okay. Bachelor number 2 is the winner, and Bachelor number 2 is Weird Harold Puss. Weird, come out here, please. Give a big hello to Martha. We have prizes for you two lovebirds.
Yeah.
First prize is a trip down the Love Canal, a 2-week trip down the Rideau Canal, and 2 hours of free root canal work at the Millhaven Penitentiary.
Great! I love it. Yeah. That's great.
You're really
Thanks,
happy, eh?
Andy.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, you're lovely too, dear.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
That's all the time we have this week. We'll be back some other week with some other people.
Oh, I'm so happy I made this decision.
Well, Andy, didn't you love that dated game? That's one of my favorite shows. I watch that all the
Date?
time. Yeah,
Dated?
the dated game. Yeah, didn't you?
Oh, I haven't
What's
had
the
a
matter?
date since my wife left me for a cucumber.
Oh, that's terrible.
Those vegetables and green
Oh,
things.
this is
and-
embarrassing.
Oh,
let's go to the next
hello,
thing.
baby.
It's funny. It's funny.
What are you doing
Look at
after
camera.
the
This
show?
is very embarrassing.
Oh.
This is Norman Normal, and this is the Sane Poetry Corner. It certainly looks like Andy's going out to lunch, but not so with our special sane guest poet, Peter Vincent.
Today's poem is Don't Smoke, You Dope. If you don't learn to refrain from that smoke, blood vessels yearn to collapse in your brain, you dope. And a long lifespan will not have much hope, and your wife without you will have to cope. With a new partner, she may then elope. Only smoke you should see is when they elect a new pope. Only security she'll have is an insurance check in an envelope. No longer with her will you be able to grope. While you're at it, don't drink too much of the grape. If your liver's failing now, it may be too late. If you're sick, it may be the bad tuna you ate. Nothing's good anymore, especially your own fate. That's it.
Yes, Andy, it's time for our favorite section of the show, the video. I know you like
The
those.
video? It's time for Mo Mellow Social to take over. It's time for the video.
Anyway, the video we have today, Andy, it's a wonderful thing called That's All There Is. It's a really nice, arty piece of work. And we're going to go to that right now, and let's go to that right away, right away. Let's go,
What?
let's go, let's go.
Hello?
Just-
What?
I remember when I was a little boy, our house caught fire. I'll never forget the look on my father's face as he picked me up in his arms and raced from the burning building out onto the pavement. And as I stood there, shivering in my pajamas and watching my whole world go up in flames, I couldn't help but thinking, is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is. And then when I was 12, my father took me to the circus, the greatest show on earth. There were clowns and dancing bears and elephants, and a beautiful lady in pink tights flew high above our heads. And as I sat there, watching the great spectacle, I couldn't help but thinking that something was missing. I didn't know what it was, but when it was over, I said to myself, is that all there is to the circus? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the blues and have a ball. If that's all there is. And then one day I fell in love, head over heels in love with the most wonderful woman in the world. We'd take long walks down by the river, or just sit for hours gazing into each other's eyes. We were so very much in love. And then one day, she went away. And I thought I'd die. But I didn't. And when I didn't, I said to myself, is that all there is to life? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep. I know what you must be saying yourselves. If that's the way he feels about it, why doesn't he just end it all? Oh no, not me. I'm not ready for that last final disappointment. Because I know, just as sure as I'm standing here talking to you, that when that final moment comes and I'm breathing my last breath, I'll be saying to myself,
The Rational with Barry and Brian.
Good evening. I'm Barry Nash.
Good evening. I'm Brian Guff.
Our top story tonight, energetic Minister Pat Blarney today dismissed reports that the price of oil will drop on Mondays to $1.44 a barrel. In a change from her usual duties, this afternoon she attended the opening of Fish Farm, the new aquatic center in Estevan, Saskatchewan. Known affectionately to her supporters as Fat Pat, the minister is shown here entertaining a crowd of weary farmers. Brian?
Doctors in Ontario have announced the lifting of age requirements for medical students. The previous restrictions were a violation of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, according to Tiny Timmy Timmins, a grade 5 student at My Dear Watson Elementary. Timmy already operates a gynecology clinic at his school and says he can hardly wait to play doctor for real, especially with older women. Wowee.
Wowee. Recently retired politician Jean Discretion has revealed plans to move to France and operate either a guillotine or a guillotine. It's not a revolutionary idea, he said. The simple fact is, I've always wanted to get ahead.
It's been some time since they rode the range at the Ponderosa, but after years in television limbo, members of the Cartwright family surfaced today in Ottawa. In a ceremony at Parliament Hill, the Cartwrights were made honorary members of the RCMP. The happy family is shown here as Little Joe mounts his brother Hoss. Get him up.
Taking his cost-cutting budget to the West Coast, Finance Minister Michael Milson today suggested the BC government trim its electricity bill by turning off the after-dark lighting at its head offices in Victoria. Said the minister, "What is this, Disneyland?"
Staff at Banff National Park were stunned this week by the discovery of a mutated mule deer named Heidi, whose head grows out of the center of her back. Commenting on the unusual physiology, Heidi's daughter Bandy said that although... I have to make a call.
You what? You have to make a what?
Call.
Heidi's daughter Bambi says the mutation makes it difficult for her mother to wear turtleneck sweaters. Look, we'll have more news later, but now a commercial.
Hi, friends. Smiling Sam here. I got a special deal for all of you who enjoy my gourmet pizza, just like this one. When you put on this sartorial wonder, the ladies will swoon, just like they do over the great taste and texture of a Smiling Sam pizza. It's made of the finest fabric known to modern chemistry, genuine Albanian high-gloss polyester, and just $199.99. Alterations, that is, are extra. Everyone likes a Smiling Sam pizza suit, so get yours today.
Bland Brands International has taken over the Whack-Donald's restaurant chain. A spokesperson said that the Big Whack will soon be replaced by a pork product called the Pig Pack. Changes in the executive suite may be coming as well. Noted restaurateur Smilin' Sam has been offered a position as president of the organization. He joins us now from our studios in Vanier.
Howdy from Smilin' Sam.
Sam, the word is you're about to become president of Bland Brands. What's the story?
That's true, Brian. They've offered to buy my company and make me head of the conglomerate.
Tell me, why would an entrepreneur like yourself want to get involved with a bureaucracy like that?
Well, to be honest, I've had some unexpected losses in some South American investments, and I guess you could say I need the work.
Sam, they've already taken over Whack-Donald's. Can Bland Brands really handle this much debt?
Well, I've learned how to improve cash flow from my experience in the finance industry, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem.
Okay, thanks very much for talking to us.
You're perfectly welcome, Brian, and come on down to my emporium and have a big old plate of bee's knees on me.
Thanks very much. I'll do that.
Righto.
Barry.
Speaking of pork, residents in the Hogsback area are petitioning City Hall to change the name of the neighborhood. Area spokesman Bob Bacon said the name Hogsback is not only out of date, it's unpleasant to the ears. Mr. Bacon told reporters that the name gives a bad impression to visitors to the district. He said, "We'd like something that doesn't sound so harsh, like Porky Point or perhaps Piggyback." A city representative was having breakfast and unavailable for comment.
Regional Chairman Andy Hyman is up to his old tricks again. Council has approved his motion to move regional headquarters to the old Teachers College, but apparently more space is needed. Said Hyman, "That building is fine for headquarters, but what about my hindquarters?"
Bus drivers at Osage and UC Transpo have announced they will introduce extra billing next month. Transpo spokesman O.C. Monkey said bus fares will vary depending on time and distance traveled. He noted, "Why should an afternoon trip to Trudeau Center cost the same as a rush hour ride with the specialist to the zoo?" When it was pointed out to Mr. Monkey that there is no zoo in the capital area, he said that it wasn't his fault and added, "You ought to see question period."
There was a first today at the Toronto Zoo when an animal filed for divorce from its lifelong mate. Rhonda Rhinoceros is seeking to end a 47-year relationship with her husband, Randy. "Perhaps I'm just not thick-skinned enough," she said at a press conference, "but he's just too horny for me."
Since 1937, she has been familiar to Canadians for her appearance on the nickel. Today, Bernice Beaver announced her retirement. "I've been on the nickel for almost 50 years, she said. It's time to split." Bernice said she had no desire for future Beaver shots and wants to spend more time with her son, Cleaver. And that's it for The Rational. Brian, what's in the weather for tomorrow?
Well, it was pissing when I came in.
You mean it was raining?
That's right, it was raining.
And more rain tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be pissing all day tomorrow.
So, good spring conditions at the ski resort.
The farmers are going to be happy.
Good night.
Hi, it's me again, and you know, spring is in the air, and you're walking around with a spring in your step, and you see something on the ground, and you think, "Oh my God, what's that?" Well, Bland Brand's got a solution for all that dilemma now. It's my brand new product. It's Doggy Doo Helper, and it's the best stuff in the world. Just sprinkle it on.
Stop! I've warned you before, Harold. You can't talk about that kind of stuff on this show. This disgusting.
This is the greatest stuff. This is the
It's
best.
terrible. I've tried that kitty litter helper. That's it was disgusting, and that's
Doggy Doo.
off the show. That's no. And this is but you're off.
I'm going to report you to Greenpeace or something. I don't
care. I don't care. That's disgusting stuff. Ooh. Andy, you seem to be smoking an awful lot. You've already got one lit there.
Oh, jeez, I'm so, I don't know where I am anymore. I'm totally disoriented. I'm totally disoriented now.
Andy, we've come to the end of the show. It was a great show, wasn't it?
What? Is the show over?
Yes.
It's over, Daddy.
That was our second last show of the season.
Second last show?
We've only,
the second last show.
and we've only got one show left. Andy, I'm really worried about you. As far as I can tell, you split into Randy, Andy, Dandy, Candy,
Yes, that's me.
Sandy, Tandy,
No, that's
Mandy.
not me. I'm him, yeah.
I mean, how many of you are there?
I'm total morass.
Well, anyway, that was
there
a
are
great
thousands
show,
of us in
and,
here. There are millions of us trying to get out. I'm every man trying to... Look at this. This is face number 47.
I'm sure
Take
that
Take that,
everybody liked that
Batman.
show, and we'll be back next week, and it'll be another
the show
great
over already,
The
man?
show's over. That's it, Andy.
Good. I'm glad to see that.
It's time to go.
I think I got to go see my doctor now.